Okay, we're here with Adrian Bell. He is seeking re-election for a second term. Maybe, Adrian, just to tell people who may not know, just a little bit of a bio on yourself and who you are.
Sure. My name is Adrian Bell, and my parents moved to the north in 1983, so I've been here, 1980. I've been in Yellowknife for 32 years. I'm a small business owner and have been for quite a while, mostly in the downtown of Yellowknife, and I've been a city councillor for 3 years.
So why are you seeking a second term?
I mean, a variety of reasons, for sure. I truly enjoy this work. I find it very challenging and very fulfilling. Plus, it's, having been elected once, it was an honor to have been put in there by so many people who kind of believed in me and wanted me to work on their behalf, and I take that very seriously, and I don't think they were thinking 3 years when they voted for me. So I'm happy to be in there, and I truly believe that we have quality of life improvements that we need to make in Yellowknife, and so there's a lot of work to be done, and I want to be a part of getting it done.
Okay. Maybe you talk a little bit about the issues. What do you think they are for this election cycle?
This is the tough part. For this election cycle, I mean, you could take a look at some headlines and say there are some big issues there, but for me, this goes back to the last 3 years, what I've seen and what I think the way forward is. And there are so many issues that it's hard to really fit them into a couple minutes, but I find it useful to kind of categorize the things that I would like to see accomplished into 4 categories. We need to sweat the small stuff, we need to sweat the big stuff, we have to sweat the structural stuff, and sweat the downtown. And starting with the small stuff, council and city administration, I think, are quite good at bringing forward suggestions for new services or new amenities. But I don't think we spend enough time focusing on existing services and taking a look at if we're delivering them properly. And I think there are 5 key areas, maybe more, that we should look at. But to me, those are road repairs, snow removal. I think we need to take a look at current levels, maybe set aside a contingency plan if we have more snowfall in a given year. Sidewalk repairs. Recycling, I think we need to finally get multifamily residential to start pulling their weight in the recycling department to extend the life of our landfill. And then I think just dealing with customer complaints and concerns. So something like a 311 service where we have true case management and we let people know we've heard them and we're working on it. Then on the big stuff, I think we have to do a better job of pressuring the Legislative Assembly to live up to its commitments. The quarterly meetings that councillors and MLAs, Yellowknife MLAs really haven't yielded the kind of results that I want to see. If you take a look at things like the hotel tax or airport authority or even the transfer of what is a dangerous stretch of road from the Explorer to Niven Gate, we just haven't made adequate progress. So I think we've got to start by standing up and talking about the things that we need to work on from the sort of big picture perspective. We've got economic concerns. We've got a long waiting list for public housing. I don't think that's fair. I think we've got inadequate post-secondary options, inadequate seniors housing, many issues that we need to work on, stand up and fight for those issues with the Legislative Assembly. And one big one as well is funding, and we've made some progress in that area. And obviously the other big one being representation. We've got to have fair representation so that we can make these arguments and hopefully win them. Then moving on to the structural stuff. There are a lot of sort of deep-seated issues, things that are a little bit harder to get at. One of our key tools for getting at those things is the operational review, the independent operational review. And the way we currently do it is flawed.
Okay.
I think we need to make some changes to that process to give council more control over it, more feedback all the way through. Instead of using a steering committee model, we'll have all of council involved in drafts, reviewing terms of reference, all this type of thing to get at some of these more, deep-seated things that we can't simply address through regular council meetings. And I think once we've got that sorted out, if we can get that sorted out, the 2 areas that I would like to see reviewed are customer service, case management, consistency, communications at the Planning and Lands Department, and then budget processes and policies. Now moving on finally to sweating the downtown. I mean, we've made some progress, we've put some sort of foundational things in place, but we've got a long ways to go. We have to continue to work to attract development. We need to We need to develop relationships with partners to lever the business community and the arts community, and keep moving towards what I think is an area that's critical for our recruitment and retention of residences and businesses, and for future economic prosperity of the entire city.
Great. Well, thanks for joining us, Adrian, and good luck in the election campaign.
Thank you very much.
All right.